Welcome to David's School, Algebra 2, Unit 1, Equations and Inequalities. Today we are going to learn the third lesson, Solving Linear Equations. After completing this lesson, you will be able to solve linear equations. An equation is a statement of equality between two expressions. We have learned how to evaluate algebraic or numerical expressions in the last lesson. For example, 2x minus 7 and x minus 28 are two expressions. If they are equal, then we use the sign equality to show that they are equal. Now 2x minus 7 equals x minus 28 is an equation. Luke chapter 6 verse 31 says, "Do to others as you would have them do to you," which means if you want to be treated with kindness, you need to show kindness to others. If you want to be loved, you show the same love to others. This is very simple, but this is golden rule. We call it golden rule in the Bible. There is also a golden rule in algebra. Do unto one side as you have done unto the other side. A linear equation is an equation in two variables that gives a straight line when plotted on a graph. For example, y equals ax plus b. Here, a and b are constants and x and y are variables. This equation is in two variables and the degree of x is 1. In other words, the degree of this equation is 1. Therefore, this is the linear equation. Now, what is solving linear equation? For example, 2x minus 3 equals 5. We solve this equation to find x value. We solve this equation to find x value, but we use different terms to find the root, or solution, or answer, or zeros. We solve linear equations to find x values, or to find zeros, or roots, or solutions, or answers. All of these words have similar meaning. In order to find x value, or root, or solution, we will isolate the variable. We use properties of real numbers to isolate variable and constants. We are going to learn about properties of real numbers in a moment. First, let us solve this equation. In order to isolate x, we need to get rid of negative 3. Therefore, add 3 on both sides of the equation. We get, and then divide both sides by 2. We get x equals 4. So 4 is the solution of this linear equation, or 4 is the root, or answer, or x value. To check whether this answer is right or not, substitute back this 4 in the equation. 2 times 4 minus 3 equals 5, which is 5 equals to 5. The equation satisfies, therefore 4 is the solution of the equation. To solve equations, we use properties of equality. We do the same operation on both sides of equality. We have addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division property of equality. Let us see an example. Solve the equation and then check your answer. 53 equals 3 times y minus 2 minus 2 times 3y minus 1. We use distributive property. 53 equals 3y minus 3 2s are 6 minus 2 3s are 6y minus 2 times minus 1 is positive 2. Don't make a mistake here. And then we add the like terms 3y minus 6y, and then we simplify constants negative 6 plus 2. So we can group them like this: 3y minus 6y minus 6 plus 2. We just change the positions. In the next step, we will simplify. 53 equals negative 3y negative 4. Then add 4 on both sides of the equation in order to cancel negative 4. Then we get 57 equals negative 3y, negative 4 plus 4 cancelled. And finally, y equals 57 over negative 3. That is equal to negative 19. To check whether we have done correctly or not, substitute y equals negative 19 in the given equation. Replace y by negative 19, and then we will simplify. 3 times negative 19 negative 2 is negative 21, and 3 times negative 19 is negative 57. And then we simplify further. 3 times negative 21 negative 63, and negative 2 times we add negative 57 negative 1, which is negative 58, and we simplify further. 53 is negative 63 plus 116. Here, when we multiply negative 2 times negative 58, it will be positive 116. And finally, 53 is equal to 53. The equation is satisfied. Therefore, y equals negative 19 is the solution of the equation. Let us see one more example. 10 times x minus 4 equals 4 times x plus 4 plus 4x. We have parentheses on both sides of the equation. Let us use distributive property and simplify this first. 10x minus 40 equals 4x plus 16 plus 4x. And then we simplify 4x plus 4x on the right side, which is 8x. And then we subtract 8x both sides. Then we will have 10x minus 8x equals 16 plus 40. 2x is 56, then x is 28. You can check whether x is 28 is right or not by substituting x is 28 in the original equation. Let us see example 3. 7 times y minus 3 equals 2 times y minus 9 plus 2y. Again, we use distributive property on both sides of the equality. 7 times y is 7y minus 7 3s minus 21, and 2y minus 18 plus 2y. 7y minus 21 equals 2y plus 2y is 4y minus 18, and 7y minus 4y equals negative 18 plus 21. Then 3y equals 3. Finally, y equals 1. You may check whether y1 is right answer or not by plugging this in the given equation. I leave it for you. And finally, we see one more example. 3 over 7x minus 2 over 9 equals 4 over 9x plus 1 over 7. We have fractions in this equation. You got to be careful. Let us move terms with x on the left side and constants on the right side. Then we get 3 over 7x negative 4 over 9x equals 1 over 7 plus 2 over 9. Now the terms with x are on the left side of equality and the constants on the right side of equality. In order to simplify this, we need to equate denominators first. 3 over 7, multiply the fraction 3 over 7 by 9 over 9, and 4 over 9 multiply by 7 over 7. This way we can make denominators equal, which is 7 times 9, 63. We do the same thing on the right side. And then now simplify further. We have 27x over 63 minus 28 over 63x. Now denominators are same, therefore we can simplify further. Just subtract numerator or add numerators over the denominator. 27x minus 28x is negative x. We cancel denominators first, and then negative x equals 23, and then x equals negative 23. To check whether this answer is right or not, replace x with negative 23 in the given equation. Then if equation satisfies, then what we have done is correct. Congratulations! Now we have completed this lesson. In this lesson, we have learned how to solve linear equations using the properties of equality. When we solve equations, we isolate the variable. In other words, we write variable with coefficient 1 on the left side of equality sign and whatever the numerical value on the right side of equality sign. Then that is the x value or solution or root or zeros of the equation. We also have learned linear equations are with the degrees 1 in two variables. Thanks for watching. Auf Wiedersehen.